There is someone you have been betraying every single day, and that someone is the person you promised yourself you would become. Remember that version of you? The one who said this was the year. The one who swore that things would be different. The one who looked in the mirror and made a commitment, a real commitment, that the excuses would end and the work would begin. Where's that person now? Because every time you hit snooze, you break that promise. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you add to a debt. Not a debt you owe to anyone else. A debt you owe to yourself. And this debt, it compounds. It compounds. Every skipped workout, every postponed dream, every I'll start Monday. It doesn't disappear. It stacks. It builds. It becomes a wall between who you are and who you were supposed to be. But there is something that should shake you awake. You can still pay it back. You can still close that gap. The person you promised to become hasn't given up on you. Even if you've given up on them 1,000 times, they're still there, waiting, hoping, believing that today might be the day you finally show up. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, because your future self is watching you right now through the window of this present moment. And they are either thanking you or begging you to change course before it's too late. Ask yourself this. What would happen if you treated yourself with the same accountability you give to others? If you showed up for your own dreams the way you show up for your job, if you honored commitments to yourself, like you honor commitments to people you don't even like, you would be unstoppable. But instead, you negotiate with yourself. You bargain. You make exceptions. You give yourself permission slips that you would never accept from anyone else. Stop it. Stop letting yourself off the hook. The hook is there for a reason. It's there to hold you accountable to your highest potential. It's there to remind you that discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom. Freedom from regret. Freedom from that quiet voice at 3 a.m. that whispers, "You could have done more." I need you to understand this. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to make a decision. Right now, this moment, this breath. You can choose to keep carrying the weight of broken promises. Or you can choose to start repaying that debt, one action at a time. Not massive action, not overwhelming transformation. Just one choice, then another. Then another. That's how empires are built. Brick by brick, promise by promise, day by day. And the person you were meant to become isn't some fantasy. They're not a dream. They're a possibility that exists inside every decision you make. And they're tired of waiting. They're tired of watching you settle. Settle for less than you're capable of. Settle for a life that's comfortable but not meaningful. Settle for existence when you were designed for impact. So now you have a choice. You can close this and go back to the patterns that got you here. The scrolling, the distractions, the comfortable lies you tell yourself about time you don't have and circumstances you can't control. Or you can decide that the debt ends today, not because it's easy, but because you refuse to die owing yourself a life you never lived. The person you promised to become is still waiting. Don't make them wait any longer. Pay the debt. Become the investment. And prove, once and for all, that the promises you make to yourself are the ones you keep most fiercely. Start now.